series then. Overpass, Anubis, and Nuke. Technical from start to finish. Let's see what Imperial have to offer us on this T side of Overpass. Vinny will be the raid boss with the P250 and Kevlar. Phelps not the only one creeping through Connector, but he'll be the point man. fnatic happy to engage them here as we see 3 players in Connector for them. And of course, the Julie. Never so common on a CT pistol these days. We'll start off the proceedings. They will lose many players in Connector, fnatic. This is not ideal at all. Mezii and Crims now, the only men standing. 2v2 though. They have responded, they've answered the call. Smoke will make things interesting then. What is the read of the CTs? Henny looking for a boost, and Mezii's pop up to get slammed down. Obviously, know where Crims is then. Henny versus Crims, 1v1. Fast rotation to the A bomb site will be taken slowly, so as not to give the sound cues away. Put all those X's around Connector. Continuing to creep is Crims. Kevlar, no defuse kit. Henny is close though. Will he have the angle? Hold on a second.
What?
Ooh. That could have been a free kill. Oh, and he's almost flanking Crims. This is getting very bizarre indeed. Down to 2 HP is Henny. How does he deal with this one? Bob's not necessarily planted for him. Oh, this is going to be a nuisance. 10-second defuse is going to take forever. Crims has to hold it. Henny only needs to peek once, but has he delayed enough? Looks like he has. Off Crims goes to save his Kevlar. Imperial take the pistol.
Man, what a back and forth pistol that was. And it looked like Crims was maybe going to have the ability to win the round. But it seemed like he just, must have slightly missed. I don't know if it was the gun model blocking him from seeing, or if he just wasn't focused on that angle. Some nice shots from Mezii. Doesn't need the silencer. He wanted to be loud and proud. Oh, I think he should have seen him. Either way, difficult for Crims there. I'm sure his teammates were probably suddenly screaming at him that need to be ready for those different angles. Either way, Imperial will be delighted with the pistol round win. Let's see if they can hold on to it in this follow-up round, though.
Be so interesting to see the impact of these early rounds in MR12. The economy stays the same, or if there'll be adjustment from the get-go. Phelps with great work through Monster. Crims gets popped immediately as well. A lack of helmets for fnatic will be quite costly, but Afro's got something to say about this round. 3-on-4 in favor of Imperial. Roy's been dropped as well. It gets even more difficult for fnatic, but Mezii's still fighting with that MP9. 2 players of the 3 for Imperial around that Monster position. The last one coming to join him as well. Bomb spotted and dropped by Mezii, who continues to deliver. Afro still have angles up top. 2 HP for Mezii. He might have more to say about this round. What do Imperial do now? Holding position for the moment. Got about 45 seconds on the clock.
Think was good. It means now Afro can land 2 body shots and win the round. Does he know that? Oh, the timing against him. Good peek from Vinny as his teammate tries to cross onto the site. Well timed there by Imperial at the end to close the round. Yeah, this got very close. And Mezii has started off very strong here. I mean, considering Phelps got those 2 entries, the round was in the bag, but a great shot from Afro. Mezii standing up on the site. Great spray with the MP9 to get away with that kill. Not quite enough to win the round, though, sadly, for fnatic. That means they will have a rather limited investment here. Just a couple of pistols for this one.
Dry start for fnatic then. Got some kills though. Plenty of damage has been done. There's long-term promise in that. Very bright shirts. Fascinating to watch. Quite different to their old ones.
Yeah. I like it when you have a really unique jersey every now and then, though. I feel like if fnatic win a tournament with this jersey, for example, it just makes it easier to remember, you know?
Absolutely.
Don't forget.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's quite a departure from their previous ones. It was actually the version with the Hello Kitty partnership they did was it's quite useful for my practical shotgun work. I was actually
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
it in that video. Yeah, nice and comfy. So
I'm
cheers to
excited.
fnatic.
20 years from now, there's going to be like retro esports jerseys that people start getting excited about and collecting. I
Yeah.
can't wait for that.
Pop-up shop near
Sure.
Oxford Street.
Yeah. I'm sure the Hello Kitty one will be nice. Well, we got the first gun round, and Roy can be a menace around connector. He's also got Dexter pretty close by from short. So they could try and crunch this connector position if they get the timing right. Swear, 8 damage on Molly as well, dissuading that boost. This has got them trapped in the corner. But it's actually Vinny to get the opener onto Roy.
Nice aggression early. 4-on-4. That bomb will need to be rotated soonish. fnatic not done with this short B position as the flashes come through once again. Haven't seen much. That may play in Imperial's favor. Seems that Vinny may be the man to collect the bomb. Bolt's trying to capitalize on perhaps a false sense of security, but even with that pop flash, there are still 3 players on that B bomb site. mezii as Dexter's dropped by any. Bolt's creeping through, cannot deliver onto Crims. They've got to fall back to some degree, but into Monster they go. Vinny be the point man now with HEs towards the water, doing minimal damage. 30 seconds on the clock. Afro's rotated to the low ground now. Spoke up on the site. Great angles from Crims. 2 in the red before the bomb even gets planted, but Crims will be dropped. 2-on-3. Bomb planted. Vinny on the site. Henny's the man with the HP. Oh, that's so close for mezii, but not quite. Afro, the 1 versus 3 then. This one has not worked out for fnatic, who will still be looking for their first round.
Imperial stayed pretty calm in the mid-round there. They just all group back up to Monster. They stick together towards that B site. It felt like they might be in some trouble as they were running into the stack, but absolutely not the case. End up doing a good job at getting those entries onto the rifle players, and Afro cut off by the utility. Can't get involved with that AWP, which is a real shame for fnatic. Great start for Imperial then. 4-0 lead on the T side of Overpass. Pass off in a map where the CT side can get some lockdowns. So a great sign early on here for Imperial. Saw the initial skirmish, but then a shot from Henny made a pretty big difference. As they're into the 3-on-3. They know what each other are watching towards the site. They keep composed. Team play on display from Imperial. Forces fnatic down to a half bite alongside that saved all.
Poking and progging around connector. Imperial not afraid to venture into that connector position in a round such as this. The pistols out. Can prove favourable. Or at least give more opportunities to the team with the pistols. And Dexter will drop the bomb. That is a promising start, although they've lost the AWP in the short term. That's not going to be ideal. Bolt picking up more angles, but Dexter will deliver the no-scope. This becomes very, very awkward indeed all of a sudden for Imperial. Trying to escape now. 1 versus 4 in this round. Very bizarre scenario, but again, connector can often prove to be a problem versus an ecoing, half-buying or force-buying team. That happens once again here on Overpass. For the first time for Imperial, at least it happens early. Not really the situation you want. And you've got all the advantages in your favor.
Lovely work from Dexter. Getting those 2 kills around that connector and B short area. Just got them off to a fantastic start. Imperial not as together maybe in that round. They give away a couple of one-on-one fights. fnatic make them pay. And something that is great about this Fnatic team is, I would say even Dexter as an in-game leader, I wouldn't call him a bad fragger for an IGL. Like sometimes he puts himself in tough positions, but he normally is pretty good as an individual. Was Vinny really trying to force the issue through Monster? There were some flashes to help him. Prim's able to deny early, so Imperial will have to fight from the back foot.
That'll slow him down. It's good util for Imperial at this point. They've got much area to cover between Connector and A. If they want to show presence and pull Fnatic out of position. Find themselves some opportunities as well, of course. Nice molly to force Roy through. There's going to be some support flashes for him as well. But Imperial managed to dodge that opportunity. Somehow managing to escape here is Roy, and Afro sees him go down into Connector. This is working in Fnatic's favor as they wipe out most of the remainder. Opening frag comes for Henny, but he won't last very long afterwards. That looks so awkward, but the support was here for Fnatic to drill the numbers of Imperial. They find their second round then, Fnatic.
Good recovery here from Fnatic after Imperial's strong start. See the Brazilian team's economy is in shambles in this round. They'll just pick up a couple of pistols. I think on paper, this is a map that I would say should suit Fnatic pretty decently. Earlier on this roster, I know they were pretty good on it. Mezii, it really, I think, suits his style as quite a methodical player. So we'll have to see if Overpass can be a sneakily strong map for Fnatic. But now, a decent start for them with a couple of CT rounds won. Roy, again, just constantly staying around this connector position. It's the pistols, that may be a little more risky. See if it costs him. Bolts wouldn't mind this fight. Headshot angle against him. Flash comes in from mezii, though. Lovely timing on that. Now I think Fnatic might be able to adjust and be aware of the Imperial positions. Oh, looks like they're very aware. That nade is excellent.
Great detail from Fnatic. That's a warning. The wider scheme of things for Imperial, hard work will have to be done to topple the likes of Fnatic. Quite a fascinating matchup. Again, I think Fnatic are a good opponent, especially with the maps that we're seeing in this series. It'd be a great measure to see where Imperial are currently. 4 of 7 on a T side is promising on Overpass. And the AK-47s, for the most part, will be back out once again. Always dangerous. Loitering in Connector versus a team with pistols. But Fnatic will be enjoying 2 AK-47s on their CT side for this round, not for the first time. Have a look at Roy, very aggressive down long. Extremely forward position. Fnatic will be looking to make Imperial very uncomfortable. So we'll see what part he has to play in this one as they start relatively slow. 2 in Connector, 2 looking at Monster. Phelps will be the man keeping Fnatic honest up top.
There's a big emphasis early in this game from Fnatic on that B short and connector control as a combination. So you see Imperial are so tentative in taking this control now. They want to make sure they have the utility, clear out these angles. Finally, they will get this map control they were looking for, but look at the nades they've used to get this map control. Imperial with very little utility left for an actual side take. Spam damage being done. Now Roy will try and activate. Phelps waiting, but Roy wins the fight. Imperial may feel pressured into this B site now, but they don't even have the bomb as it stands.
Crikey. Phelps was watching that angle the entire time. We could see him on the radar. Fnatic have been able to fall all the way back now And unbeknownst to Imperial, they don't know if they're being flanked or not. With only 3 players, they're going to have to look for that. Looks like a save as well. Despite their map control towards short B, nothing was able to be done with it. Again, heavy utility used to get to that point, but what about afterwards? Game was taken away from them by the likes of fnatic. Even looking for that push on long, unable to win the duel, unable to respond to the plays of fnatic, unable to hold on to their lead. Score is tied now, 4-4. It's going to be a rough situation. $100 for each player who survived in that round, and about 3,000 for the other 2. Not the most ideal situation for Imperial, but maybe a Mac 10 in the hands of Phelps will unlock them. Maybe it'll give them more freedom. Get a bit more aggressive.
And he is hard saving. Does that open the future?
They have
he might
zero
lose by
util.
Kevlar.
They have not even a flashbang in this round.
Yeah, that's wild.
How do you utilize a Mac 10 in this scenario? Wow.
Oh, jeez.
What a difficult situation. This is like an algebra puzzle. Not sure if there's a solution.
Forward, though. There's a chance they can get activated here. Oh, if you don't clear the corner, finally that Mac 10 gets involved. Mezii and Connector, good position to drop that bomb. Now Afro, not even using the AWP, swings with the Tech 9. Is the confidence that fnatic are showing right now.
Look at how the net's closing as well. With that flash, they saw both players. Oh, just around the corner in time. He didn't even switch positions with Dexter. They are on the wanted posters, Imperial. Completely surrounded. At this point, it's just about trying to get some frags if they can. Keep fnatic spending the money. Mezii on 10 kills now. Loving life with that AK-47. Make it 11. fnatic take the lead.
Good work from fnatic. I think you can see that they have really upped their confidence with every round win that has gone by. And it is now 5 in a row for fnatic. Mezii playing around Connector this time. It's looking fantastic. Mezii getting a few multi-kills now. As you rightfully pointed out, I mean, for Imperial, it was always going to be very hard to get into that round. The weird thing is, like, yeah, sure, Phelps and Heady saved money to get a good buy in this one, but you are on 3 Galils. So at least the utility is pretty solid. fnatic looking very good right now. They set that conditioning early that they're going to take Connector, they're going to take B short. And the one round where they switch it up is the round that Imperial use a lot of utility to take that map control. They don't have enough nades left. Now Imperial have got to play the guessing game. What are fnatic going to go for in this round?
Afro will feel somewhat vulnerable. Or maybe not with an AWP in his hands. He is on an island by design. Alone around the A-bomb site. The B area heavily fortified. The Imperial have got a minute 20 to make their way forward. Try to understand what fnatic are up to. Find a way to open up the round. With a focus on Connector, Imperial. See the doors being blown off. Always useful for the CTs. Now support has rotated over towards A. Get some more information, but Imperial, with the light presence they have shown, look to be heading towards a collapse on the B bomb site.
Again, low time, low utility, and Dexter playing forward. Headshot confirmed on the first man. Damage onto the second as well. 34 seconds. How do Imperial get into this B bomb site?
fnatic are continually taking the game away from Imperial, ruining their timing, not giving them the space they think they have. Nothing is for free versus fnatic. Dexter could be anywhere now. Great timing with the utility. 15 seconds for Imperial. They have barely done anything in this round, and fnatic are controlling everything. Puppeteers, 3v2. They're in the red. Vinny is doomed in this one. They want to play a slow game, but fnatic are not going to let them do that comfortably. They're going to go for a last-ditch effort. Dexter will come through and make it horrible. He'll leave you in the ditch.
Yeah, you see just a great idea here from fnatic. You have Dexter far forward, and if he gets the info, players will start rotating back to B. They'll be in position to lock it down. The fact that Dexter gets a kill, does damage, and gets away makes it so hard for Imperial. I wonder if we see some pace injected into this round now. They have pistols. Could free things up slightly. They haven't gone for the Tech 9s. A few Deegs and a Galil. Penny again, heavily saving. Not even getting an upgraded pistol. Some A-long control at least. fnatic have been leaving A fairly exposed early in these rounds. See if Imperial can figure that out as, oh, Bolts gets great timing and a double on the Tech 9. He will fall, but that's a great start for Imperial.
4 rounds on the board already. Every round they can pick up on this T side will be huge for them. Afro is going to be in a lot of trouble now. Smokes may save him just in time. Give them some more space. Mezii ahead of these smokes will deliver with this AK. He's had that for quite a while now. It's a great one-tap from Mezii. Really trying to neutralize the threat here, but it's still a dangerous round. Henny swinging with that Galil, but look at the peak from fnatic. Great way to respond. Mezii finally dropped 15 for 5. He's been standing for a while. 2 frags in that one as fnatic move to 7.
Yeah, so impressive. Mezii has just been cleaning up in the mid and late round constantly. He's not normally involved in the early fights. Hasn't been involved in any of the opening duels so far. When he has to make a smart play in the mid or late round, he always gets into the right positions. See, his raw aim and skill is up there as well. See what Imperial have up their sleeve then for this full buy round. Connector has been taken away from them again. He's actually making a move up through Connector. Yotta wasn't ready for it. Now Imperial will try and take back B short, but Roy will try and lock them in. Nothing for free right now for Imperial.
Trying to find a way into B. Vinny thought he had an angle. Bolts can trade at the very least. Opening frag for Imperial in round 12. Much work to be done. Bolts showing presence. Bolts maybe trying to catch rotation. Henny with some pot shots. Yeah, trying to run distraction as Phelps finds an angle on Dexter finally. Trying to stay alive now. Imperial fighting for these rounds, tooth and nail. We need to get that bomb planted. That will certainly help. Boost towards the rear. As Phelps spotted it, he sees the arm of Henny. That's enough to drop him. Gets more difficult for Imperial. Phelps still has a good angle though on that reload with 2 bullets in the magazine. Afro, 1 versus 2, 30 seconds. It has been a scrap. That's a hell of a shot. Bolt still standing though, just about down to 15 HP. That was picture perfect from Afro. Spotting Phelps now, but surely he's running low on that AWP. Down to the Desert Eagle. Such tight angles now. Bolt shows! Oh! I can't believe he's just done that! Afro, who are you? Nasty work, and he is chill. Oh boy, what a way to lose a round. Imperial have got to be crushed. That was utterly disgusting.
Oh my lord. That was absurd. That was crazy. I mean, the wallbang, you thought he was unlucky that he didn't land that and that he was screwed. Oh, the flick across. That's literally just instinctual. Oh, it's so quick though.
Oh my word. Imagine watching that as a teammate. Holy potatoes.
Jeez.
That's some nasty deagle work. Nasty, nasty, nasty. But we're on to the AKs again for Imperial. Mostly, Henny once more with the Galil. Early aggression from fnatic. Not waiting around this time, just turning up the heat constantly. Afro saying hello and goodbye to another Imperial member. And then there were three on three as fnatic are playing fast and loose. And Afro goes back to the well once again. Can he get the info in time at least? It could be towards A. It's unknown, and because of that, Crims will be on the rotation.
Taking a massive risk, but he could drop the bomb. He does exactly that. Will try and fall back. Didn't realize Bolts was already on the bomb site. He's bought a bit of time, a bit of early info to allow the players to rotate in. It's close by. Doesn't have the nades though. It's Afro with main utility, so they have to concede the bomb plant. With Afro coming from Monster, they might be able to figure out the positions that Imperial are playing here.
Slowly creeping. Vinny dropped. Where is Bolts? There's a smoke. There's plenty of util if they could have picked the right angles. Someone's got to get on that bomb. There's the molly. HE is not going to be enough. Someone's got to get on it. They've got the angles as well. Bolts is eating so much damage. And fnatic will secure the round. 9 on the boards. Great to see fnatic playing like this. They are making it so difficult for Imperial. They're not being allowed to play the game at the pace they want to play. fnatic are just taking the fight to them. They're playing the CT side like it's a T side.
Yeah, it's great to see. fnatic looking so comfortable. That is now 9 in a row for the European mix. And therefore another timeout taken by Imperial ahead of this round. See fnatic just figuring out there once they had Afro flanking from Monster, Crims getting that kill onto the site player. Pretty much the only position Bolts is likely to be is on B short. And with all that utility left, because they're playing aggressive in the early round, it's easy to smoke on the bomb and molly on short, make it impossible for Bolts to do anything, even though he's been having a pretty solid game. Not a winnable position that time. That early molly into mid, which can be dodged by Vinny. Wow, mezii with the spam through. This level, they know their angles on those wall bangs. Bolts feels the wrath of it.
Great half from fnatic so far. Got 4 smokes for Imperial. fnatic patiently waiting. Changing the plan of attack then. Or are they? No, they're not. Afro has pushed Monster with an AWP. So the plan of attack continues to be attack at all times by fnatic. And the rotation will we see then onto this A bomb site. Imperial will be delayed. They may not know how bad a situation they are in, but a few frags can certainly help. Vinny responding, but he's dropped the bomb through the smoke. Has that been spotted? It's unsure. Afro's not rotating just yet. 24 seconds. There's the bomb, and there's Phelps trying to find a second, but Crims will deny him. More utility coming through. The remainder of Imperial waits at the front of the site. There's 10 seconds and there's so much for them to do. Still moving forward, looking for extra frags, but it'll just be the one. fnatic make it to 10.
As he continues his fine form, he's just racking up so many solid, just 2Ks, 3Ks, just these little multi-kills make a big bit of difference. That's the initial spam. Bolts getting caught on his cross. Then what else is there to say? All the info in favor of fnatic. As he again able to clean up the final couple of kills in a round. There's now 7 multi-kills for mezii in the first 14 rounds of play. Heading into the last round of the half, the utility is lackluster for Imperial. This could be an 11-round streak for fnatic to close the half. This timing, though, could be good for Bolts.
In they go. Faster pace from Imperial towards the end. Big flashes, though. And it is a catastrophe on the B bomb site for Imperial. Doesn't last very long at all. A brick wall from fnatic. A monstrous half. Call him Mr. Mezii if you meet him at Greg's. We'll see you after the break.
I think it's time for the comeback. Yeah, I hope you're ready for the comeback. I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you're ready for the comeback.
A very enjoyable half of Counter-Strike for fnatic led to a very stressful half for Imperial. Very difficult indeed. They weren't given the space to play at their pace. But now the CT side arises, and the question is, did they do enough in the first half to pull it back in the second? We will go on a journey with them and find out the answer to that. We see the volcanic jerseys of fnatic. 11 rounds in that first half. A wonderful half from the whole team. Great impact frags from Dexter with just 6 on the board, and a fantastic run from mezii with 22. Team effort from top to bottom. Imperial have the Julies on bolts. He'll be made the raid boss. He's got the Kevlar as well. Phelps taking one for the team in that respect, having the smoke grenade for the start of this one. Ooh, wow, just that one shot, and Phelps is on 4 HP. Let's see how long he lasts. Bolt's trying to deliver through the smoke, but Phelps is stealing the frags. 2 headshots for him with that 4 HP, and he'll take one in the face in return.
Only fair that he gets shot back through the smoke. But look at this move from Imperial. They are not resting with their man advantage. They continue on a pilgrimage in behind. It looks very good because no one from fnatic is turning around. That has to be free. It's the bomb dropped. It's all gone wrong for fnatic. This looks like both pistols for Imperial confirmed on the board. Finally putting an end to that 11-round streak that fnatic put together. Let's see if they can make sure to hold on in this round. I think without the bomb plant, it is likely we might just see the full save from fnatic. Good smoke timing, just making sure that they catch fnatic in that choke point. Then Flank taking a page out of fnatic's book, staying active, staying aggressive, pays off for them.
Bolts is looking good. That beard looks great on him, I think.
Yeah, I like
Bolts, yeah. Promising start then to the first half. We see the discipline in fnatic. Round 17, the Glocks are out, the Glocks only. They will be moldable like the wax casing of a baby bell. Moldable by whatever tools Imperial throw at them. They are naked, they are bullet sponges. Able to do some damage, however. Get the 1 kill at the very least. Fast eco round is a good one. The deficit is reduced to 5. Lots of work for Imperial to do, and the AKs are coming out very promptly indeed. So they've got to get their skates on, because if fnatic are to continue as they did in the first half, there will be no quarter given to Imperial. Nothing will be for free.
It's definitely how it felt in that first half you were talking about. Let's see if it's the same for fnatic on their T side, though. Do Imperial get some good aggression timings and disrupt fnatic like they were disrupted in so many of their T rounds? The utility gets extinguished, but Crims can't move into B short confidently. So that is a question mark for fnatic right now. Not sure about that B short area. Well, Vinny with the FAMAS playing the furthest forward. Oh, Dexter. No reason to pull the trigger, but his crosshair was in the right place. See fnatic staying spread across the map. Are they ready for this little stack of a setup, though? Doesn't look like they're going to use much utility, but the one flash is enough, and Roy clears out both of them.
Those are devastating frags. That surely forces the hand of the remainder of Imperial. They'll have to play together. 3 versus 5. Can they really afford to be split? They won't be. All heading towards A in response to those frags. And fnatic will stroll into an empty B bomb site. Just like that. 2 frags. Talk about impact. Devastating. That second one as well. Wonderful demonstration of the individual skill on fnatic from top to bottom, left to right. That's the round over. There is nothing else to be done for Imperial. We said it was a long way back from 5. Now they'll have to do it from 6.
See Roy very quickly putting the pieces together. When he saw the first player, probably knew, okay, this is fairly likely. If there is a second man here, he's going to be tucked in this corner. And so you might as well just hard clear that angle. And it was the perfect read in that position. His teammate's going to be holding his back. So his crosshair placement on point. Look at fnatic go. No mercy, potentially. Thinking about hunting these final players. Vinny is trapped at truck. No support. He doesn't get cleared fully. So the save allowed, at least. There's the first kill, and then Roy hard clears the right angle. Boom. Quick adjustment. Good crosshair placement. Just a very simple play, but it's lovely when you win a round just with those 2 kills, fnatic will be delighted.
It will be interesting, the HE smoke combos in CS2. Just when you look at all the initial smoke grenades, all the usual smokes on Overpass. How will people hide in this position, for example? When a HE could clear that. That will be fascinating to watch when we get there. Sound cues for Afro. He hears Henny falling back. And with his creep through the smoke, he can be confident that that's not going to be a bait, but there'll still be a flashbang. Some presence shown then by fnatic. A minute on the clock for them. They are closing in on this bomb site. Now, what can Imperial do about this? They've got a few flashes left. That's a very strong smoke at the front of the site for the CTs. No one's here to abuse it. Afro swinging from long hours. The game begins. There's the trade from Afro. They continue in much fashion, but a lot of these CTs aren't on the A bomb site. And he's free firing, just getting deleted by Roy afterwards. See if there's anything left for Bolts and Vinny to do. The kit for Vinny and his 2 versus 3, but such oppressive angles. They walk to their doom. fnatic give them nothing and continue their march very promptly after that first half.
This is looking like such a controlled performance from fnatic. Considering it's Imperial's map pick, they look very comfortable on Overpass. And it kind of makes sense to me. I was always a bit confused why fnatic were having a few struggles on this map a few months ago. But it makes sense to me. It feels like a map that should be decently well suited to some of these players. So maybe it is something they've been able to improve upon the last couple of weeks that they've had to practice. This round you would hope should be an easy one. Crims get traded here. That's an AK dropped. A lot of info for fnatic to send that bomb over to the A bomb site. As he realizes no need to risk giving away his AK as well. I think Imperial will try and put that AK to use, but fnatic sticking together mostly with those AK players. And oh, Afro, what a lineup. Lovely timing with the MAC-10. Your AWPer always wants to make a bit of money, and Afro has done exactly that. 4 kills with the MAC-10. You love to see it.
That's not a bit of money, that's a cash machine. What a great lineup for him towards the end. fnatic evidently unstoppable unless Imperial can do something right now. I think that lineup has to be called cash machine.
Yeah, I like that.
Beautiful stuff. 14-6. They are on an absolute tear. On a heater. fnatic. Imperial will take a timeout. They have not been allowed into this game.
Is it weird to say, like, this game actually feels more one-sided than the scoreline? Because all Imperial have done is won both pistols. Like,
yes,
that's
absolutely.
That's literally it.
Absolutely it does.
Gun rounds have just been so decisive. I mean, this is great, though. Listen, I'm not going to complain if fnatic are coming in here looking very well drilled. AKs are out.
After seeing the detail from MIBR, as I said before, I guess we get back more into it post-game. Looking to see similar from Imperial, but they have not been given the space to display their feathers, if you will. Minute 20 on the clock as they wait for fnatic to make their play. Limited utility for Imperial. So, as I've mentioned previously, you can see a CT side on the A bomb site puts a late smoke out by the stairs when time is running low to put the T's in a ruinous situation where they've got to run through a smoke onto the site and concede their shadows. And I did see a similar smoke smoke off that ilk on the bomb site, but fnatic had position of long to just swing the whole site. They're going to walk into the B bomb site relatively unannounced. Vinny is just in no man's land with no one that can help him. This looks unfair at this point.
Oh, Bolt's trying his best. Team Flash in the mix. Oh, he was close to getting a big multi-kill. He did get 2, though, so it's close on the numbers. Penny lands another shot. This is more like it, but it's mezii, the last man alive. He hasn't really had to clutch so far. But we know how good he can be in these positions. Position from Henny. Catch him out. See, hiding behind that pillar will be hard to clear. He backs away entirely, makes it so hard for Henny to flush him out because that time is so low. It's his worst enemy. mezii looks the wrong way, but no kit for Henny and no chance for him to actually win the round. What a shame.
Just feels so decisive. But the overall game, fnatic looks so strong. Imperial just don't have the tools to deal with them on any side of the map. Such a nasty burst there. Great last frag. Desperately searching for utility on the bomb site, but it's absolutely clean. Multiple game points then for fnatic, who are well equipped and will have Crims rolling with a Mac-10 with bad intentions. Oh, this might be something though. Vinny running out of bullets. He's found 2. That could be enough if his teammates could follow up, but Roy's got something to say about this.
Oh, he's so low, but it's an AWP up against him. Afro still with that AWP as well. If they can get that bomb down, Molly will help. He's still not committing to the plant though. Make things a little dicey here for fnatic. Bomb will now be planted, but Jota's already on the flank. Oh, the timing looked good. They're still not ready. They're still not ready. Jota should have something here, surely. Afro, the man removed, and now Roy, low on health, needs an ace.
Grenades tell a story. There's the man with the kit. Only one of them. He's dancing, dueling. He will deliver that final frag. Not done with this one just yet, our Imperial, but let's see how long they can survive for. Because there is plenty of money for fnatic. Roy's got almost $12,000. So Crims will be absolutely fine with his 3,200. Sending it into the B bomb site. It was a very good start for Vinny with 2 people pushing through the smoke. But look at these frags from Roy. He came into this one as a live wire.
That looked very good. I want to at least see a bit from the Imperial players. That needs to be seen here, I think. Even if this is, you know, a fairly tough matchup for their opening game in this group. I want to see the players show up to have some confidence going forward. That's a good flash, but Afro has been traded by Henny. Now Bolts will look for the right timing. mezii was on the other side. He gets him down to 1 health. And Bolts will slink away, a very happy man.
Dexter will be hunting though. Great presence. Spatial awareness does Dexter have. Be punctured by Henny on this occasion though. fnatic may be running out of steam in the short term. They do not fire their guns despite getting flashed. Nice angle from Vinny. And that's down to Crims in the clutch. There's Vinny spotted, he'll disengage. Try and secure the trade frag, worst case scenario. Oh, Crims looking nasty as well. Doesn't matter who picks up the reins for fnatic. He's got the time to make this as dangerous as he can. Searching for Bolts in the red with that 1 HP. Flank is coming from Phelps, and 3 will stand at the end of the round for Imperial.
A solid round for Imperial. They'll take that. Any positive with his KD now after this initial trade in mid. And this was a nice angle to take as well, up against Dexter. Some signs of life from Imperial. Maybe a little too late for this map, but Still good to see. It's not a great buy from fnatic either in this one. AK in the hands of Roy, who oftentimes will be leading the charge, leading the pack. Either him or Dexter. There is a smoke Henny was holding, but Roy was still looking for the duel. He's got back up quickly behind him. This timing may be really good for fnatic. Henny's just got away from bathrooms with that AWP, and they're sneaking up short. I'm not sure if Imperial will realize where fnatic are right now.
He's rotating back quickly, though. He'll have his angle soon.
Oh, he got there.
Afro's got the scout, but Henny does deliver in situations like this. There's the second one. He thrives in these scenarios. Gonna be on a reload soon. Seen a lot of pre-fives with the AWP by Henny. Not shy on the trigger finger. Some much needed money building for the squad if they can survive Crims's Deagle. Indeed they can. This gap is closing pretty quickly, but fnatic will be on the buy again. At this point, if they plant the bomb and lose the round, they'll have enough to muster another buy in the next round.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see a much slower, drawn-out round from fnatic now. Sort of try that fast B play earlier, but normally a standard T round on Overpass, you can really play across the map, play with the clock. And I know I've seen fnatic previously, on previous iterations of the lineup, go up against, remember, Virtus Pro, and they had these really intricate, slow, back-and-forth games on Overpass where it was all about the mind games. They have had an in-game leader change since then. I still think Dexter will be willing to call those sorts of rounds with the players available to him. Let's see if we see that change in approach, that change in pace, a slower round from fnatic. Do they just go for the throat again?
What is fnatic's read of this scenario? They haven't breached short B just yet. The utility may tell a story, though. See Imperial dumping nades into short B. Fnatic creeping up the toilets in the meantime. They know Henny's got to be lurking somewhere. Now they've secured such close positions. Do they go all the way? They do. Afro having a look. Meanwhile, they've crept into short B at the same time. Was that a sacrificial lamb? Also got such a good angle, though. Able to fall back. There's a crossfire for the CTs. Phelps is curious now, and Henny will deliver. Then there were two. Imperial are about to get to 10 rounds here. The T side was a disaster for them. But on the CT side, you may think they're just on the way until eventually they will lose. They're about to make it to 10. They have made it to 10. There's no bomb plant for fnatic. They don't have the money for a full buy. If they continue like this and they don't plant the bomb, then every second round is a full buy for fnatic. So if they look at it like this psychologically, Imperial, they're not far away from overtime at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Has to be just pistols for fnatic here. Maybe a bit of utility as well to try and get them closer range, but massive investment. $1,000 on each player spent into this round. And fnatic not really winning the fights they needed to. Mezii hasn't even cleared the corner. Gotta will take two and the bomb. So even these rounds with the pistols not looking too threatening right now from fnatic. I do often say the T side can be way harder on Overpass if it's not a map you're playing that often. Seeing that come through here for fnatic, they're having some real struggles right now.
More rounds means more Henny frags, and I'm always up to see some of those. And suddenly, they were only 4 rounds behind. If fnatic can't plant the bomb, this will be twice as difficult for them.
Shots from Henny. Has to be said, that one's crazy. Even if it is against the pistols. And yeah, listen, having a really good AWP on that A site, it can make it very difficult for the T-side team to move forward there. Let's see what fnatic go for in this round. Afro on that AWP is done with waiting. He wants a pick, and he's gonna get it! What a shot that is!
Some confidence maybe based on the activity in the last round, or lack of in short B. He absolutely sent it. Crimson and red, but it's a 5-on-3. What a response from fnatic. They've been absorbing information, and they have found the cracks, the leaks, as they dismantle Imperial like pieces of Lego in round 27. Just Jota and Bolts remaining. There's so much for them to do in this round.
Stick getting antsy. He wants this over, but the bomb is just being picked up now. Smoke onto the site. Both CTs here. Can they combine for something special? Bolts with 1, Bolts with 2, but he's alone. 5 bullets, he's out of ammo. The dig out, but he can't get it done. fnatic finally take their map pick over the line. A good fight back for Imperial, but not enough. It is fnatic who take their map pick away from Imperial. Start strong in this series.